Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Whether you are watching on YouTube or on Rumble, whichever one you happen to be watching this on. Today we are diving into a story that blew up over the weekend. The reported drive-by shooting at Tim Pool's home in West Virginia on the night of December 5th, 2025. 3 shots were fired at the property. No one was hurt. A police report was filed, and the internet immediately split into 2 camps. This was a Candace Owens fan who snapped because of their feud. That's one camp. This was a leftist trying to intimidate or assassinate another conservative voice. That's the other camp. And when I first heard about this, I initially fell into that camp. However, the other one actually is a possibility, although neither one is confirmed as of yet. Okay, so, by the way, in case it's not obvious, well, I don't guess it is because I normally don't do this. I've decided to ask Grok generate a script for me, and I'm reading off of that script after I use it to do some research for this video. Then I decided to have it generate a script to go over everything. So yeah, okay. Sometimes a script can help me to articulate what I'm trying to say better than my own words, okay? So yeah, nothing wrong with using a script if it helps you put into words what you're trying to say, okay? And I did kind of change some of the words in the script already. Okay? So, continuing on. As of today, December 10th, 2025, the investigation is ongoing. No suspect has been named, and we have 0 hard evidence pointing to either side. So today, I'm going to lay out exactly what we know, then walk through both theories fairly. Why people believe them, what supports them, and what doesn't, while being very clear, everything beyond the confirmed facts is speculation. By the way, this is something that Candace Owens should be doing, but that's a different video topic. Section 1. What actually happened, the known facts. December 5th, midnight-ish, Harper's Ferry, West Virginia area. A vehicle drives up to Tim Pool's compound, fires approximately 3 shots towards the property, then speeds off. No injuries. Security footage exists. Poole says his team is reviewing it. A police report was filed with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office the following day. Initial confusion because one creator called the wrong department and was told no record, but it was later confirmed that the report does exist. The FBI is now involved, per Poole. That's it. No arrest, no vehicle description released, no motive confirmed. Section 2. Why people immediately thought Candace Owens supporters. The timing is what made this theory explode. Just in the last month, Tim Pool has been one of the loudest voices calling out Candace Owens over her Charlie Kirk assassination conspiracy theories. On his December 9th show, literally 4 days after the shooting, Pool went nuclear, called Candace evil. A degenerate implies she might be a Fed, and said criticizing her had become legitimately dangerous. Some of her more extreme followers have already crossed the line into real-world action. We have confirmed arrest for death threats against TPUSA staff that explicitly referenced Kansas claims. Poole himself said on air that he's had strangers show up to his properties and that personal risk of criticizing her is now off the charts. So the narrative writes itself. An unhinged fan hears Tim attacking Candace every day, decides to defend her, drives out to a rural West Virginia, and takes a shot at the compound. It's plausible on timing and emotion alone, but again, zero evidence this actually happened. Section 3. Why people immediately thought leftist Antifa type attack. That's what I initially thought. This theory has just as much circumstantial fuel and honestly more historical precedent. 2025 has already seen the assassination of Charlie Kirk and multiple violent incidents surrounding multiple violent incidents targeting conservatives. Tim Poole has been swatted multiple times in the past, including bomb threats and fake active shooter calls that brought SWAT teams to his house. He's been on the left's radar for years, labeled a gateway to the alt-right by media outlets, doxxed repeatedly, etc. Rural West Virginia at midnight is not an easy place to find unless you've done homework, which both dedicated left-wing activists and dedicated right-wing obsessives can do. Poole himself initially framed it as a political intimidation without naming Kansas. He said speaking out against evil got him targeted, which many took as a broader 2025 political violence reference. I did too. So the leftist theory has motive, means, and a track record. Section 4. Why we should all pump the brakes. Here's the reality check. 3 gunshots in rural West Virginia during deer season could in theory just be drunk idiots or a road rage incident that had nothing to do with politics. We've seen false flag speculation before. Remember the Tim Poole stationed himself crowd? That pops up every time. Or that pops up every time. I'm still reading the script, by the way. Because sometimes the script helps me articulate what I'm trying to say better than my own words. Okay? Most importantly, no suspect, no vehicle, no ballistics released, no manifesto, no claimed responsibility. Until law enforcement says otherwise, both the Kansas stand and Antifa assassination story are exactly that, stories. Okay, and then I'm in the last section, closing. Okay, I'm at the closing section. Look, I'm not here to tell you which theory is more likely. I'm here to say we don't know yet. What we do know is that 2025 has been an insanely volatile year for political violence in intra-right infighting and incidents like this, whether real attempts or not. Pour gasoline on both fires. Whether real attempts or not, pour gasoline on both fires when and if the sheriff or FBI releases more info. I'll update you immediately. Until then, let's argue about the facts we have, not the fan fiction we want to be true. So, yeah, that's the script. And I'm not going to read the entire thing, and I already skipped some of it. So yeah, so that script that Grok gave me does actually have some good points. We should stick to the facts, and it's okay to have these theories, but also we have to admit that these are just theories. These are just speculations. We don't have any facts just yet. And this is something that I wish Candace Owens would be doing on her channel when she speculates about Charlie Kirk's assassination, when she goes on about conspiracy theories. She needs to admit that, you know what, there's stuff that I don't understand, and I have my own opinions, but I don't really know anything for certain. Okay? That's what Candace Owens needs to be doing. So, that's what I'm going to be doing right here. And Grok did a better job than I could have done, and it brought out some pretty good points. Okay, it brought out some pretty valid points in this situation. That we don't really know any facts. We don't need to be dogmatic about which one it could be, because both possibilities do exist. But so far, we don't have evidence for either. And somebody could explain it away. He has gunshots during deer hunting season, according to what Grok just said in the script. So, basically, until we know what's going on here, let's not get dogmatic about any theories that have not been verified. Let's wait till we have all the facts. Okay? So, yeah. So again, I use Grok to generate a script so I can accurately go over the story. I also use Grok to help me research the story prior to generating the script. Then, I asked it to generate a script telling what I want to go over. Because sometimes AI, like Grok, can help you articulate things better than your own words, okay? So there's nothing wrong with using it to help script what you're trying to say, and to help you put into words what you're trying to say. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? There was absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now in my other video where I use Gemini, and I don't know what I might use to help in my next video to help generate a script. I don't know, maybe Copilot or... Actually, I think I did use Copilot to generate a script one time. One of my early videos. Yeah. Talking about AI. But again, we need to be open to all theories, all possibilities. When I first heard about this, I was leaning towards the possibility that it's just another example of left-wing violence because of what we all seen before. And we've already had a history of that. But I also think it's important to explore the possibility that Candace Owens' rhetoric might be unintentionally inciting violence in some cases, whether she knows it or not, whether it's intentional or not. Okay, whether she acknowledges it or not. Okay? Because it seems to me lately, Candace Owens followers, they don't seem to be much different than the left. Okay? So yeah. So, both possibilities do exist. We don't know which one is true. It's still under investigation. And we probably won't see any facts or know anything for certain, probably for weeks, I would guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long these investigations takes. It could take weeks, it could take months. We may never know the truth about this. But we must also, like I said, admit that these theories do exist. That these possibilities do exist, but they are just theories. They have not been officially proven. Okay, both theories do hold merit, but they have not been proven just yet. Okay? And that's it for this video. Bye.